Don't, 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 don't. Don't, 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 all the way up. Volume control. Look at my keychain. It is so awesome. It even lights up. It even lights up. Ooh. Check that out. Badass. Got a keychain. Cool keychain. Hi. It is a crazy world we live in right now, isn't it? Stupid crazy. Stupid busy, stupid crazy. Man, the restaurant is insane right now. We were shut down for a week because we had too many people that were sick and we don't have enough employees. And then we came back and it was Thanksgiving week. And that's the busiest, Wednesday is like the busiest day of the year for the restaurant, and it was not disappointing this year. It was just as busy. We freaking crushed our normal sales average, our normal 7-day sales average. We did that in 4 days instead of 7. It was insanely busy and tiring. And yeah. So I missed last week because all of our schedules are screwed up now, and I'm here waiting on Mondays now. I'm waiting for our deliveries for the trucks to show up. And sometimes it screws up with the time that I want to do this. But today, I think we already got one truck and nobody else has shown up yet. And nobody has texted me, so I'm going to come over here and work for a little bit. I already worked a little bit this morning. Brent is starting on Superman. Let me see if my phone is charged. My phone charged yet? It's charged enough. So here's a picture. This is where show you where Superman is right now. So that's the condition of Superman. Ooh, where's the camera? I cannot figure out angles for the life of me. But yeah, so we've taken the back box off. We've taken the play field out, or back in the day when they called them a play board. We've taken the play board out, and Brent is starting to mask up, and well, we're gonna paint the whole cabinet, start from scratch. So he's doing that. I was working at high speed, and I was cleaning it. We're always cleaning it. We're trying to get it to work right. We're trying to get the restoration for high speed to be great. But I was getting annoyed because it doesn't matter how much I clean. Look at that. Paint's just coming off. And this is just using soapy water, and it's just flaking off of there. That would be a pain. We could retouch that up and all that stuff, but it was such a pain in the butt to do. So we did the unthinkable. Is it worth it? I don't know if it's worth it because it's high speed. Who knows if it's worth it? I think it is because, one, what am I talking about? I'm talking about we bought a new playfield for high speed. We're just going to playfield swap, which I've never done before. It's the first time ever going to do a playfield swap. However, the reasonings for it. What are we trying to do here anyway? Are we trying to make machines be okay and they're good enough, or are we trying to restore them to be beautiful? And we could have repainted this playfield. We could have done all sorts of stuff. Like, repaint that. You're not repainting that. It's just not going to look right no matter what you do. It's so chipped up. So the reasons to get the new playfield, we want it to look beautiful. Yeah, it's high speed. Yeah, there's so many of them. You won't just buy one. No, we're restoring. We're bringing things back to life. But the important thing to do with the high speed for me is that this is a playfield swap, and I have to do another playfield swap on our Star Trek, which we do think is a lot more valuable. We already have the new playfield for that, but I've never done a playfield swap, so might as well start with high speed. And I can tell you this, the playfield for Star Trek is a lot less populated than high speed. So this is the bottom of high speed's playfield. This is all the stuff I gotta take off. And let's freaking goes dark. All that stuff. Gotta do all that. And I'm already looking online of how to do it, and I'm already developing my own methods of what I want to do. And Star Trek is about maybe a third of all that. It'll make Star Trek a breeze, which is great, because Star Trek is the more important game, I think. So, high speed has been moved. High speed has been put away. It is going to wait for its new playfield, and then we will try to figure out how to put that sucker on, because we're going to do it the right way. So while it's being set aside for now, Brent's working on Superman. So hopefully we can get Superman done. He's going to do all new stencil graphics. I helped where I could. I took off the coin doors and all those things that he can't, or he could, but it's not his area. Took all that off. We're going to make it nice and clean. And our Superman's going to look beautiful. So we're working on that. And I'm still trying to work on my virtual pinball, which that's kind of what I want to do today. I want to get back into it because I've kind of let it go. Because it's just one of those, it's not like it's hard. It's not the hard thing to do. It's just a big, do I want to do it? But I need to do it. We need to get the virtual pinball up and running. Because I'd like to get it in the arcade somehow. If I can get, I want it to be able to operate so that regular people can play it without screwing anything up. But people can screw things up that are the easiest thing. I don't know. Super easy stuff. I'm going to put my phone back on the charger here so I can finish this. Come on. Get on the charger. Go. Magnetic charger. So yeah, but here she is. Did I lay it down? I did lay it down. Bring it back up. I've already taken the glass out. This is our new pinball lift, by the way. So now we have 2 pinball lifts. This one, I like our older pinball lift better, but hey, this does the job. Where is, I want to move this out of the way. Hold on. We had some crazy stuff happening in the arcade too. Oh my gosh. Here, let's slide this guy out. Look at this. You can't get more custom than that. Custom graphics AF. Only one in the world. Arcade Dungeon virtual pinball machine. I did the design work because that's kind of what I do too. I do a little bit of graphic design, and we had a local place print them. They didn't quite understand what I was doing. They do vehicle wraps, I was trying to do a pinball machine, and so when I got it printed, they only printed one side. I'm like, I need the front and the other side too. It's not two-sided. You can see the front here, maybe. It's a little low. Camera's a little low here. I can go to this other camera. In the front, there we go. Arcade Dungeon. So what I got to do is I have these buttons wired in. I have this button wired in. I need to, and the flipper buttons are wired in. I need to get them lit up. So I got to do the lights for these. And then I've also added, there's navigation buttons underneath that I have to wire in, and an auxiliary button on the other side, which I think is my escape button that I got to wire in. And I'm kind of running on just figuring this thing out. I'm not a pinball, or I'm not a computer person. I don't do computers. But I've had to learn. My gosh, I bought so many computers recently. I bought the computer for the streaming. I bought the computer for this. I bought a computer at home so that I can work on building a pinball machine at home. All my computers at home are Macs. So, yeah, they don't run the pinball program. So I had to buy a PC just to run the pinball software to make my own pinball machine. So, yeah, learning a lot. This bad boy, I can't tell you how much it cost because I was avoiding looking at how much it was. But it was not cheap. We have a 4K monitor here. We have just a standard 1080p monitor in the back glass, and then I don't know what those are. This is the DMD monitor. I don't know what their resolution is, but it's actually a monitor, not a DMD. Because I wanted the option of if I could do video graphics, I could have video graphics here and not have to rely on actual dot matrix stuff. So I'm going to slide this bad boy in here. And here's the other key thing about the virtual pinball that we're doing. I have seen online people that have made these things that they go all out, crazy all out, because they want it to feel and act like a pinball machine. And so there's a lot of extra stuff that they're trying to do that I'm not going to do. Because this, oh look, that camera's frozen. How lovely is that? Because this is not a pinball machine. It's a video game shaped like a pinball machine. Let's see if I can get this camera to come back on. Let me take and check this stupid camera. Properties. USB video. Come on. It's going to go to this one. And then back. There we go. There it is. So yeah, we got, it's pretty weird here because it's just a monitor. Would play it, but we're not playing right now. We're working. Turn this whole camera setup. It's as if I have this on some sort of that straighter. There we go. All right. We're not going to be perfect in here because we're going to take this whole monitor out anyway. Come on. So yeah, cabinet's brand new. Legs brand new. Coin door's brand new. Everything in it is essentially brand new, except for the computer's not new, but it was it's got some good stuff in it because I've upgraded that. All right, we also got to do bezels. I haven't done bezels either. Fun and exciting. What else? Oh yeah, Johnny Mnemonic screwed up this weekend, or was it this weekend? Last weekend. Because I haven't been here. So Johnny Mnemonic, that guy back there, for some reason just stopped. Part of it stopped working. It lost it couldn't find one of the balls, and it got stuck. And trying to figure that out, and basically there's a blown fuse in the back on the solenoid board. And the number one rule when it comes to arcade and pinball repair is that it's never just the fuse. Something caused the fuse to go. But for the life of me, I couldn't figure it out. So I put in a new fuse and it works fine. So obviously there was some sort of load that was put on there that I am not aware of. I need to get a towel to protect the side cabinet while I take this monitor out. There's something that happened and I don't know what it was that screwed it all up. There we go. Gigantic monitor. I go with the cabinet. This is a virtual pin cabinet, and I went with a wide body, Williams wide body style, because if you're going to go with a virtual, you might as well do a wide body because you get the biggest monitor inside. And that's what I wanted, was the biggest monitor I could fit. All right, so this is what I got so far. This is what I got so far. Exciting. We have oh man, man, don't even. I can't even tell you what the name of the computer is, but it started life as a Dell, and I took it out of the case and kind of made its own little platform for it. So basically, so this was the computer. I cut everything out except for where the board was, and I got upgraded power supply. It's 500. It was like a 200 watt. That was the manufactured one in there. 500 watt power supply. And then it had a graphics card in it that was like a 1030. Is that what they are? I don't know the terms. 1030. Upgraded to a 1070, which was not cheap because graphics card apparently are stupid right now. Maybe you computer people know that. I didn't know that. I'm not a computer guy. So yeah, there is a graphics card I upgraded. The memory is upgraded as far as it'll go on this computer. There's this. What else did I do to the computer? That's about it. Other than take it out, and I built this kind of janky kind of frame for it to sit on. Everything's glued in and attached and extra. There's 2 fans in the back. Got our power strip thing. When I'm all said and done, I'm thinking about maybe cleaning up these wires. But we're not to that point yet. And then I went very simple with the sound. So this is a subwoofer. It was a computer set at Walmart. I think it was super cheap. Computer set at Walmart. So there's a subwoofer here, and then the 2 speakers in the back box. Of which I went with, we're going to do this exposed speaker grill thing. So this grill, actual speaker grill, is from Hobby Lobby, 75 cents. It's just a mesh to use to do crochet stuff. So there's a grill for that. And then I did like a little smaller, you can barely see it, there's a purple one in the back too. So kind of add to it. And then the speakers are just sitting in the back. They're not mounted on, they're just sitting in the back. It's decent enough sound. That's all it is. We're not trying to become a real pinball machine. This is the main goal. We want to make a cool, kick-ass video game. We don't care about it being pinball accurate. So we don't have extra solenoids in here and all that kind of stuff. So what I want to get it to do is, we also have in the bottom here, that's what this piece of paper is. This is our license from Zen Studios. Basically, Zen Studios gave us the rights to have the pinball machine in our arcade. So we're not stealing anything. We're not doing anything illegal. We got the license from Zen Pinball to put this in our arcade. So, yay! Thanks for Zen. So yeah, that's that. Other than that, any other arcade questions or anything like that? One of the other things we had, our Rally X went out. Brent said it just shut off. That backlash, or the marquee, you get him confused. The marquee and the game, everything just shut off. He said while he was playing it, the game just shut off. And that's, to me, that sounds like a fuse went out. Obviously, some sort of main fuse to kill it all. If the monitor's out, the game doesn't play, and the marquee is out, it sounds like a fuse or something caused it. But it was the same time that Johnny Mnemonic went out, so that's weird too. But I also got to thinking, like, the other way that it can all shut down is those interlock switches on the back of arcade games. They have a pressure interlock switch for safety reasons. If you take the back off, it'll shut the thing down if it was on, so that you don't injure yourself or whatever. Which is really weird because that game's been up against the wall for like a year and a half, 2 years. So why would it be that? But guess what? It was. Pulled it out, and the back was just kind of not all the way tightened down, and so I screwed it back in farther. Interlock went in, game came on. Very weird though. Like, why would that just happen now? Because it was working just fine. Super touchy interlock. Okay, speaking of interlocks, the start button on the Superman is just an interlock switch. It's not a micro switch. It's one of those interlock switches. It's really weird. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. Anybody wants to hang out? Anybody wants to chat? Go ahead. I'm going to do this for a little while. Wire in these buttons, and then this button over here. And then hopefully maybe I can turn it on and program those buttons in. turn this. What you do is you turn the cabinet and all these buttons into an Xbox controller. Is what you do. And there's a controller's emulator that you type in all the buttons. And what's really weird is because it has the freaking scope, the gyroscope thing on this board, that the left joystick on a Xbox controller, what would be the left joystick, is the actual cabinet itself on here, so you can nudge the machine and make the ball nudge. You actually turn the cabinet itself into a joystick. It was really weird. A really weird concept to like wrap around my head. Like, so the cabinet itself is actually part of the joystick. Really weird. What I'm going to need to do this, I have to wire it up. And when you have enough machines, arcade and otherwise, you're going to end up with a lot of wiring. Excess wiring galore. So I have a whole tub of excess wires. Most of these came out of Neo Geo cabinets, which I had a ton of Neo Geo cabinets donated to us. So I strapped them. Sorry, I got to move this or else I can't do anything. Back that up. Back that up! So yeah, Neo Geo cabinets. So I have a ton of wire. All different kinds, all different colors. And what I want to do is down here there is a ground on this side, and here there's a ground on this side too. But never the two shall meet. You can't, if you're going to wire the buttons all on this side, you have to wire the ground in on this side. If you're going to button wires on this side, the ground has to be on this side. So it's a very weird setup. So some of these I had to cross over because I needed the ground over here. Yeah, so I'm going to use these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, to wire in that button, and then one over here to wire in this button, and then I'll just try to figure out how to program it in. All that jazz. All that jazz! Requires me to get some wire cutters, wire strippers, and the only thing that I'm doing for color-wise on the wired colors is just the black ones. I'm making sure that the blacks are ground. Otherwise, oh well, I could kind of match the colors that are on here. Blue, brown, purple, yellow. That way it'd feel right. This one is missing. Oh no, it's on this side. Yeah, so I got extra spots. Spots to go in. But anyway, how's everybody else's life? How y'all doing out there? We can chit chat. I've got the time right now. This box is filled with so much in wiring. There's a power switch. That could become useful. I could probably use that on this thing. Maybe. So I need to daisy chain ground wire. I think I need to do that first. These are already zip tied. That's fine. I'll just add to the zip. So we'll ground wire here all the way up to these, and then run a daisy chain to those 4 buttons. These are going to be my navigation buttons for the Zen Studios interface, so I don't have to whip out a keyboard and a mouse. And there's like, when you do a virtual pinball, there's these like front ends that you can put on there, which makes them all flashy and good looking. And I want to see if whether or not I have to use that, or if I could just use the interface that Zen puts in. Because I want to make it as easy as possible for people to play. I also want to make it so that they have to get, put a quarter in. So that's also another trick that I have to try to figure out. But this thing has got me, I think there's enough wire on that. Maybe. Give me some more. More. We had a ton of wire from the high speed. Yeah, I think this will do. I'm just going to cut the black wire off of this thing. Which will never be used for whatever it was again. about the Zen pinball stuff is that you get machines that are physically impossible in the real world, but they're still fun. And physically impossible either just by actual physics, like the ball can do different things, or there's creatures and stuff appear, and then mechanically wise, physics that are different. There's no black wire on that one. There's on this side. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the mechanics are actually different. So, like, if a real pinball machine, you have to worry about what's underneath the machine in order to put something. So if you're going to put a flipper somewhere, you can't put it where there's a pop bumper right above it because the mechanics will not fit there. So you just can't do it in real life. You can do it in the virtual world. You can do it in Zen. So that's pretty cool. And I like that. And it also helps with my ideas a little bit too. I also need people that have used Visual Pinball. That's the program you use to make virtual pinball, which virtual pinball tables. I need people that have actually used it to edit with to help me out with that, because most of the stuff I'm seeing is people that just want to play and not build things. And I'm trying to build. And my gosh, that program is a pain in the butt. And I thought it was the computer that I have, but it's not, because everything else works great on that computer, but not that program. It's bothering me because it's slowing down my creativity. Alright, so here is a length of black. Black wire in the black, which that'll get from here. I don't know, it might not be enough to get all the way around these buttons, but it'll get close. We're going to start. I'm going to just pin it, and then I got some crimpers. I got some, excuse my reach. This is on my Legion shirt. We got those things. We got this that I have never used because I don't know why. These things just seem to suck all the time, and I guess I've never used them the right way. So we're going to try to use it the right way on these things. La da 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 da. And what else? How many out there are getting into Beatles music lately because of that Get Back documentary? I watched the documentary, all 9 hours of it. I've been stuck listening to Beatles music lately, which isn't bad. Beatles are awesome. Alright, the number one thing I hate about these things is that you try to... Oh, these are the wrong ones. The other end. Oh, I couldn't get the ones I wanted, so I have to root through these. I got it. I understand now. These things never want to crimp properly when I do them. Where is my thing with the things? Those are the ones for the thingy, but not the ones for the thingy. I need the ones for the thingy. Don't forget me when you're gone. Oh, don't. There we go. Do I have them? I've got some blue ones. Or, nope, doesn't matter. I got these kind too. That'll fit. Yeah, these will work too. I actually like these ones. But, hello everybody. Hello whoever's watching out there. Don't be shy. Type in the little typey types. Let's talk. How was G-Roll's Thanksgiving? Oh, you had Thanksgiving. It must have been good. Where is my... I want my MTV is what I want. I want the channel locks. Channel locks, where'd you go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you go? Your channel locks. Alright. I take these little insulators off because I don't like them anyway. You just sit up there and get lost. gotta keep them separated. Alright, so this will be added to the mess that is the ground wires down here. I could have run off of the other ground wires up there, but meh. Yeah, let me try the crimper thingies, since we were talking about them anyway. They should work. Crimpy crimp. I hate these things. It's probably not going to work. Maybe it did work. Oh, it did. What? The crimper actually crimped. That's crimptastic. Let's see the zoom in this camera. Whoa, not that much. Slow down there, son. We don't need that much zooming in. Zoom, 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 zoom. One of our things that happens at the restaurant is when the delivery drivers show up, they always have things in milk crates, and then they just leave the milk crates. They don't take them with them, which is really weird. So we get a ton of milk crates. I have a ton of milk crates here. Alright. Unscrew that. And we're going to screw this guy into it. Been meaning to do this for a while now. I also have, these buttons are, they're light upable. Light upable? Yes, light upable. I have to wire in actual lights. Alright, so when we do this, and the lights are 12 volt lights, so they should go into the power supply fairly easily. You never want to do this the wrong way. I'm going to run this way a little bit until about right there. And the key thing that I got to remember to do is to put 2 in, not just 1. We got to do 2. We got to do 2. All this should help be enough for the daisy chain to go around if I don't screw this up. Alright, so that's that, and then I need one end of this. So, when you're wiring in a micro switch, obviously you're going to have a positive and you're going to have a negative. Does it matter which one is positive and which one is negative? Not if you're just wiring in one little button by itself and it's not connected to other ones. But when you're doing a bunch of them, you need to be consistent on which one you use. So I always use this top one as the negative, which I think that's what you're supposed to do anyway. Alright, so that there. These 2 wires together go into that. There. So now they're both in. And we'll check for continuity here in a second. But I just need to crimp them together. Non-insulated, insulated. Yeah, this is, I don't use these things. Gardner Bender. Gardner Bender. I'm Bender. Hey, I'm Bender. That's not how he sounds. Not that I know how he sounds. Did that work? Ooh. Feels like it worked. Holy crap, it worked. But I'm not going to do any of this without keep checking. checking my continuity as I do it. Come here, you. Thank you. A lot of this stuff I got from Virtual Pin. It's as if they specialize in virtual pinball machines. So that's where a lot of this stuff came from. There we go. Continuity. Good. Right. So I'm going to put it on this one, which is way too loose. So that means I got to squeeze this down a little bit. Squeeze it, not too much. That side. And that side. And then onto the button. There we go. That's not going to fall off. It's not extremely like on there where it'll never come off again. But at least it's not going to fall off. Oop, don't do the wrong side. This one there. It would suck if I cut the wrong side of the wire. That one there. Then that one about there. So take this off. We're working on a daisy chain of stuff. Can't believe it's gonna chain up with the daisies. It's a very sloppy rhyme, but what can you expect? I'm not really trying that hard to sing. Ugh. Just trying to keep it all copyright free, my friends. Oh, I do have one here. Yeah. The start button. Come here, you. I don't need that. The start button on an Atari pinball machine is just one of these. One of these interlocks. That was really amazing to me when I took it off the Superman. It was one of these things. Which, that's all it does. It's just a switch like anything else, but it's beefy. Super beefy. But anyway, interesting thing about Atari start buttons on pinball, Atari Pinball. They are interlock switches. Crazy time, crazy time. Oh man. Get this stuffed in there. Lock it in place. Lock it in and uniform in book burning blood linen every mode of escalate automotive center rate. If I don't actually sing it's the end of the world, is it copyright infringement? Get this guy. Ugh, again, do not like these, but whatever. Crimp it. Crimp it good. You can crimp it. Crimp it good. Nice and tight. We're not done yet because we're going to check continuity first. I'm continuing to be continued. That's there. Where's the red side? There it is. Just here. Continuity. Continuity. Sweet. Check all that stuff now, and then you're less likely to have to deal with it later. There's my problem with putting my tools inside the box with all the wires. They kind of disappear amongst the wires. Alright, so that goes there. So we have the first one is there. Whatever. Put that on all the way in a minute. Second one is there. Okay. Ooh, we're getting tight here. Third one. Might have enough for the third one and the fourth one. I hope I do. I don't want to get another little piece of wire just for that. Yeah, I'm going to have enough. So that one, so we'll cut there. Gonna cut it. Cut it, cut it. All alone across the record now. Losing my tools inside the wire box. I was tripping on a pinball machine, playing like I couldn't clean. So wire in these two, and then what I'm going to do, or actually these three, because I got to do this side too, and I'm going to turn it on, and we're going to check to see that I've gotten all of the wires the right way. There we go. There's this thing. Push through. There, thank you. Quit putting the, I don't know why I keep putting the tools up there. Is that it? I think that's it. Gotta make sure not to keep putting the tools inside the box. All right. This one to this one. Obviously that means it'll go here. Yep. 1, 2, 3. And now, actually we don't have to cut off. We just do the end. So there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I was gonna. Forgot, I don't have to cut it. I just gotta strip it. Strip it good. Don't need that side. Daisy, why don't you chain me down with your daisy? And here we go. Another thing, I bought the playfield glass for this because Brent said, because I wasn't going to get it right away, but Brent said, no, go get it, I'll pay for it. He hasn't paid for it. I paid for it. Freaking pinball glass is, well, I mean, it's not the most expensive part. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Alright, so this would be all for my ground wires. I'm gonna tell you about the future, thinking about the time I went to the past. Saw my friends, they were drinking some whiskey. I told them that things wouldn't last. Alright, there we go. Daisy chained like a mow. Now, let's see if I put them on there the right way. Nope, not there. Up here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that was still a little loose. Maybe I'll tighten that up a bit. And 4. Nice. Look at that. That's almost professional. It's not, but almost. But these wires are in the way. Maybe I should have faced it over here. Could have seen it better. Oh, wow. Where's that camera going? Oh, it's facing wrong. It's falling off. Gotta tighten them. Ugh, there they are. There they are. Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. We got the black side. Now, if you've never dealt with a micro switch before, there are three places to plug in. One's the ground. One is a positive for always on, and one's a positive for always off. And if I got a micro switch in here, so basically it means that one is if you push the button, it'll activate something if you have it the one way, and the other one is if you push the button, it'll deactivate it. So you got to make sure that you wire it into the right one that's not always on. You want the one that's off, so it'll actually do a little button press. So now what I want to do is we're going to wire into these four, so blue, brown, purple, yellow. And if I want to be fancy and keep the colors, then that's what I got to do. Find the right colors. In the box. You can use as small a gauge wire as whatever. We're not talking about a lot of current here. Power buttons, you want to use a thicker wire. But what I try to do is find a wiring, end of a wiring harness, because they're going to have, like for JAMA, they're going to have all the colors on it. Yeah, that's not problematic at all. There we go. Oh. You need a big wiring bundle. My grandmother was watching a show. What was that? I think it's called Leverage this weekend. And the guy who's the tech guy was trying to hack into the security system and the TV system of this bar. And all he did was he cut a hole in the wall with a saw, and then he took his hand around the wires and just pulled them out of the wall. And he got all the ends of the wires that he needed. I'm like, that is not how that works. That does not work that way at all. It's like, how did that even possible in the show? It was insane. Like Ethernet wires and coaxial cables, all of it just pulled them right off. And then he was able to splice into it. I'm like, man, people that watch this show must be stupid. You know, that's how this works. All right, I've got plenty of wire here. So I'm going to cut off. I don't want to cut super short. I want it to be long enough that I'm not screwing anything up here. All right, we'll cut into this. Like these were all Neo Geo cabinets. Most of this wiring. So that's why I am not in a position of need when it comes to wires. Does it have all the colors? Yeah. Cut that. There we go. That one there. Got to cut all these zip ties. This is the thing that happens. You cut all the zip ties and you got to put new zip ties on. Zip ties and zip ties. It would be nice to have a brand new looms of wiring, but we ain't that fancy here. There we go. So that's going to have enough wire. Obviously, we're only going to get from here to here. Let's start down at the end, yellow one. Now, when you're doing it on here, it does not matter which one goes into what. You're going to assign that later. So it doesn't matter which one of these four buttons I put the yellow wire. I assign that later in the program. But it does mean I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. That's what I gotta do. And there may be some of you out here that come into this channel because it's like, oh, it's pinball. Oh, virtual, that's not pinball. Oh well, it is to me. All the way back to the Atari virtual pinball on the Atari, which I have. We have it in the arcade, on our multicade, and I have the 2600 version. And I remember playing on the Atari 2600 version, virtual pinball, and you don't really play it. You launch the ball, and then it just bounces around forever because, yeah, it barely gets to the flippers. What's going on with this industrial strength zip tie here? Zip, zip, zip. Zip, 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 zip. Zip, 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 zip. Gonna make a pinball machine out of a computer because we that fancy now. Oh, you that kind of fancy. We make pinball machines out of computers. Oh, you fancy. Alright, yellow. That'll be enough. Let's just get... Doesn't hurt to get extra. This is super thin wire. This is like what? 18? No, not 18. 22. 20. Super thin. This is probably like 20. Yeah, well that worked. Cut that off. Alright, first things first, we gotta get a little nubby. A lunch nubby. Oh, don't do that. So we're going in. These are color coded to be like the blue ones are usually for a thicker gauge. The pink ones are for a smaller gauge. But I don't have pink ones here right now, so we just have to do what we got. And it's not going to hurt a thing. Other than, oh, where's my tool? Stand here for an hour searching for the tool that's under my armpit. I just take that off. And now we don't know what color it was. It could have been blue, it could have been green, who knows? I don't think it's green. I don't think green is one of the colors. I don't know. All I know is that these are for a thicker gauge. Come on. Up there, there we go. Crimpy, crimpy time. Who's your crimper? Use the side rails. That's what they're for. Side rails are to help you to apply pressure. There we go. Da-da-da. Almost as if it was meant to be. Do we go there? There it is. Nope. There it is. There it is. Now we take the screw out from there. And then we do not put the screws back in. Once we put the screw through here, we're going to bake it at about 250 degrees. Oh, that might be a problem too. Maybe that's why I was using the other kind and not this kind. Screw don't fit through there, dummy. Boy, you all sorts of stupid, aren't you? It's been a minute since I've done this. I'm sorry. We can do it again. We've got plenty of things. Oh. All right, we're trying this again now with less problems with space. There we go. Take that insulator off. We don't need no stinking insulator. What are we insulating? We need to expose our emotions. We don't need to insulate and hide. Just be out there for everyone to see and hear. My wires are yellow, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not keeping myself insulated anymore. I'm coming out and telling everyone. Don't be afraid of yellow wires. It's not like yellow snow. We're actually good. People like us. Ooh, don't slip off of there or else you'll crush your fingers. Why wouldn't I want to crush my fingers? Why wouldn't you want to crush your fingers? I mean, who wouldn't? There we go. Try this again. Now with less stupid. Yellow screws on here. Tighten it up. Yeah. Yeah. Almost as if you were meant to be. Now, we are going to go all the way over here with a little bit of slack so I can go up against the wall when I re-zip tie everything. Cut this off. What do I do with this other little piece of yellow? Back in the box. Someday, 20 years from now, I'm going to need that piece of yellow. Why would I waste parts? I have so many Neo Geo parts. I don't know if anybody out there is building a Neo Geo, but I have so many Neo Geo parts, it's not even funny. So if anybody needs Neo Geo parts, let me know. I've got displays. I've got the actual PCBs where you can put the cartridges in. I've got cartridges. And really, I do not care about... I don't care about Neo Geos that much. Not really a big fan. We have the one, and that's all we need. There's some great games on Neo Geo. Well, then, play them. I'm just not going to. Crimp it good. You can crimp it. Ooh, not that good. Crimp it that good, you just break it. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey? No, I don't know. But we are going to check for continuity. One there. There we go. All right. And if I'm not mistaken, the top one is the one that cuts off. But we'll find out. I'm going to slide this on the top one. Right there. Okay. And then I'm going to put my probes on the yellow and the black one. Yep, and right now there's nothing, which that's a good sign, but when I push the button, is that a good sign? That is a very good sign, because now it's working right. That means I put the wire in the right one. Alright, yellow. Poiple. Poiple. I like Poiple. Poiple's good. Oh, I don't think there's a brown one over here. We're going to have to substitute a color. Oh, man. What do we do? While everyone's off today, the restaurant is closed because we don't have enough employees. Why is that? Because everybody's stupid now. I never want to play that card. Like, recently, whenever you say you don't have enough employees, everybody wants to go into the, well, if people don't want to work, they're getting paid too much with the government, blah, blah, blah. But that may not necessarily be the case. Maybe there's another reason. I saw some people think that, which was really weird, that all employers are like Scrooge, and all employees are like Bob Cratchit. Like, that's not the case. There's a lot, almost I would say the majority of employers that actually care about their employees. And these little ones that you guys are complaining about are very few and far between. I don't know. I'm just at a loss for why it's happening. I don't know. Alright, so we're doing the Poiple one. That's going to fit. Poiple! I like Poiple. I never had a favorite color growing up, really. And I decided just a few years ago I needed a favorite color, and I picked purple. Purple is pretty cool. I like purple. Especially great if you're not colorblind. I mean, if you're colorblind, I'm sorry, you're missing out because purple's pretty cool. Why you gotta bring in colorblind people? Because that'd be another thing. I would like to know: is there people that are technicians? If you're colorblind, how do you do it? Like, how would you do this? Work on machines if you're colorblind, because so much depends on color, or they're just not in this field at all, like any repair field where it requires knowing about colored things. I don't know. It's one of them curiosities I just kind of wonder. Where was that anyway? What am I going to do now? I'm going to unscrew this. We're going to slip that on there. There we go. Slide that in. There we go. Get this license out of the way. That license is in the way. I'm keeping that in the cabinet. The Zen Pinball license thing. That way I have my proof that they said yes. They said yes. We can be married. What? I don't think that's what they said, man. Purple, back in the box. Said nothing about you being married. You could be merry and bright. Ooh, I'm going to name a kid. That'd be cool. You name your daughter Mary and your son Bright. This is Bright? Is that short for anything? No? Just he has a sister named Mary and we thought it'd be funny. Yeah, we've totally ruined his life because he gets teased all the time. Oh, wow. I'm glad you got the joke out there. Oh yeah, that was way more important, is to be funny. Why would we care about this kid's life? We want to be funny. Let's just make his name awkward and, you know, he'll end up changing it. Crimpy, crimpy. Not gonna tell you about the crimps now. Is that it? Did I do it? Did I make the magic? Oh, I did make the magic. The magic is here. What do we do first? Check for continuity. Hey, everybody. Whoever's watching, hi. You can say hi. I'm not afraid to talk to somebody else other than myself for the last hour and 2 minutes. Purple, purple. Yeah, boy. Holla at your boy, yo. As a over 40-year-old male, should you be saying holler at your boy? Actually, I didn't even think about that, but maybe I should probably not say holla at your boy. But it is fun. Holla at your boy! Just crimp this down a little bit so it'll fit and not slide off. Did it go? We'll find out. We'll find out next time on Slide It Off. Is this one just one? Oh. That one only has one on it. Well, I guess it has to be the right one. Put that there. Button in there. Put this on black. This one on purple. Hold them there. Push the button. Hallelujah. My controls can now go up and left. Once we get the rest of them, which is down and right, I think we'd be all right. We'd be all right down tonight. Next is brown, and I don't think that bundle has brown. What's the other color? Blue? So we'll just take... There's gray on here. We'll take gray. Gray works. Nobody's ever been afraid of gray. There's different shades of gray, though. I don't know how many shades of gray there are. I'm sure there's some sort of defining number that tells you how many shades of gray there are. There might like 100 or so, or 200, or I don't know. Maybe it's a lower number that's the shades of gray. What? I'm getting word there's a porn book. What? Wait, what? 50 Shades of what? Twilight porn. What? No. Gross. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one shade of gray. Money. Silver money. They're gonna put me in the money. to take this insulator off because it's going to fall off anyway. Blue one. Where's my channel locks? Oh yeah. I keep putting the tools in with the color wires, which, you know, obviously I don't want to be able to see where the tools are. That gray wire, gray and brown, they're the same family. People understand that. All of men's shoes for decades were just black, gray, and brown anyway, so yeah, this is the most boring manly color ever. Get that on there. Not too far. Just enough. Kids, don't make me call your grandpa. What you doing? It's as if this is not wanting to crimp on there right. Maybe you should use it. Shut up. Man likes to talk to himself. He says so much to himself, so much all the time. In this experiment, we're going to find out how much someone can talk to themselves while the internet watches. I can speak for hours. The key to talking to yourself is to just say everything that you would normally just think about in your mind. And just say it out loud. And then it's creepy. There we go. This one's been forked. I didn't fork it up, but I forked it up. Oh, we done forked this one up. Why do I have this so close to the glass? All right. We're going in the brown slide. Brown. All right. Only thing I'm having a problem with the Zen stuff is that they let me, I can use it in the arcade, but it's not really, their interface is not really arcade friendly, you know? So I really wish I hope I can figure out a way to make this arcade friendly. Because again, I want to wire in the coin door too. Let me check my things here. Hold on. Oh, my nephew is sending me a bunch of emojis. That's great. Well, that's a lot of emojis. Okay. So my nephew went crazy with the emoji button and sent me a text. And now I'm lost. I'm completely lost. Have you checked in the bundle of wires? Me. They're gonna put me in the movies. There we go. So this is how we do it. Why do I keep hearing noises? It's not good when I'm by myself to hear all these noises. Come on now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to find another end. I lost my ends. Home Depot is not the greatest for finding these freaking parts. There we go. I wish we had an electronics store so bad. We don't have anything close to an electronics store anymore. I mean, back in the day we had the Radio Shack, but even then they were just a cell phone store by the end of it. It'd be nice to be able to find terminal ends and fuses, all sorts of stuff I won't have to order. Like a fuse goes out and you know it's just a fuse. I have to order like a ton of them so that the next time I don't have to sit here for like days waiting. I just need one fuse, but I gotta wait 4 days to get it. Gray to gray. Alright, now I need to see. I need it to work on the button. What's that smell? Alright. Button time. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, this one's up here a little bit. That's okay. There's still plenty of space. Isn't there? I didn't think about spacing, but that's okay. You can turn the buttons. Come on. They're gonna put me in the movie. Slide on. I may have crimped this one down a little bit too big. Oh, come on, dude. There. Oh. Whew, that one is not in danger of falling off. Check again. Continuity. Black and gray. Nothing there. Push the button. Nice. Ah. One more on this side. How many more spaces do I have? Because this is going to fill up the whole thing on this side. This side I have 1, 2, 3 empty spaces. I'm going to use one, so that means I'm going to have 2 spares in case I need something else wired in when I get to that point. Once I get all these and I get them programmed, I'm going to go into Zen Pinball and see if I can get them to work. It's basically what you do is you go through this emulator. It's an Xbox 360 controller emulator. So that basically you take all of these buttons and you assign them to what would have been an Xbox controller. I'll make this extra long because I'm going to go up against the wall here. Turning your pinball cabinet into an Xbox controller. The right joystick on the Xbox controller is the plunger. And it's actually sensitive to tell whether or not how far back you're pulling the plunge. Which, it's not super sensitive. It's not as sensitive as in real life, obviously, but at least you get to have the option of doing it like a half plunge or whatever, doing skill shots, things like that. Gonna be wired up tonight. Gonna be wired up tonight. It's only blue. Bye-bye, insulator. Oh, I'm just smelling this box. Oh, wow. That box smells like 90s arcades. A lot of hope in the future, but unaware of what's about to happen. Yep, that's what it smells like. It smells like they have no idea that the 2000s are going to start to suck. Might as well play your video game now, guys. It's that smell of hope. I don't know, 2000s aren't too bad. 2020s, however, I mean, come on now. They may not be the greatest. Alright, blue. We got all my navigator buttons. What's good about this subwoofer thing going on here, and it's just computer subwoofer setup that I bought at Walmart. It does help with the vibration, and it helps give you somewhat of a simulation of a shaker motor. So it's actually kind of cool. The only problem I have is like this thing in the middle is so sensitive that you got to be very careful how you set it up. So even though it's a fake pinball machine, you still got to make it level, just like you would a real one. Or else when you push the flipper button, it wants to nudge or it wants to tilt. And you're like, ugh. Because yes, you can tilt it. It is a virtual machine that can be tilted. Did you just tilt a video game? Heck yes, I did. It's called authenticity. Back in my day, we couldn't tilt video games. We just knock them straight over and just play them on their side. Nobody seemed to mind where I lived. They're like, is your video game drunk? No, it just tilted. Alright, we'll just play it on its side then. I don't know if I'm getting loopy or not. I've been doing this for a while and just talking straight, and nobody has been talking to me. Y'all out there, I know you are. You can say something. Typey in the little type thing. Make for the go. Oh, there we go. That's nice. That is a nice, solid blue connection. Doesn't get bluer than that. I just blew it up. I just blew myself. There's got to be a better way to say that. Arrested Development. Come on now. This will be the last of this side. I'm going to be very careful because the other one I did a little too much. Alright, this is that one. I also didn't care, like I have so many arcade buttons. I have so many buttons. I did not care what the colors were underneath because nobody's going to see them. But I did match them, so they're all the same color, so they're all blue. I didn't care, but then at the same time I did care. Alright, so all those wires are going to be zipped into there, so we clean up. We keep our wires cleaned up. But let's check it. Blue and ground. Off and out. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Alright, so that is all of that side. I got one more side. So I need to take all of this and we're going to zip it into there. I didn't even cut the ends off of the zip wires I had here. Yeah, take all that and zip it. Zip it good. This one over here is kind of crimped. I should have faced it the other way. See it back there? Kind of should have turned this the other way. Also, the subwoofer needs to be mounted so it doesn't want to slide around. Wait, do I want to go this way or do I want to go that way? Do I want to go back behind this? Yeah, I do. Never mind, let's turn it this way. They're gonna put on the town. So we're gonna want my black wire again. This one has the ground wire in the middle, which is weird, but I want to go all the way around the back and this way. So remind me of that. And what color wire do we need? Orange or blue or gray? I think we should do orange because we haven't done orange yet. After I do the ground wire, obviously. Okay. Then this one. There's so many little noises happening out there. There's nobody out there. It needs to stop. It's freaking me out. Do 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 do. Okay. You alright? Yeah, alright. Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Oh yeah, I need to go to the bank. I forgot. That's okay. I've got time. Got time to finish this project. I also gotta. This freaking thing is annoying because I don't know freaking computers that well. I have Macs at home. Now I just got PCs, but I do know that why does a Windows PC make everything harder than it needs to be? where it's a simple little thing to do on a Mac, it's always like 5 different steps on a PC, or you can't do it at all. I'm like, what is the deal with that? It's like you want to not have a login or a lock screen at the beginning of your Mac. Pretty simple. You go in there, turn it off. For a PC, well, no, you got to go in through this file and then this file, and then you got to go and turn in this text file and turn that on, and in there you got to write the code that says, what the crap? Stupid. Anyway, just trying to find stuff to talk about right now because getting kind of talkative out. Alright, so black wire over here. We're now going to go around the subwoofer. So we're going to go underneath all the subwoofer wires. Nope, don't get caught on stuff. We're not here to get caught. We're here to make progress. Okay, go around that. All of these zip ties I have not taken off yet. Oh, what's going on over here? So, I got that notification. Your kid is cracking up. Well, that's great. Well, I hope your kid is learning something. See, now the phone's way over there. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, you can type into the chat window. It'd be a little bit easier than me trying to look at my phone. But I'm going to wrap this thing up here in a minute. As soon as I get this done, getting tired of trying to figure this out. Problem is that all the black wires have gotten in trouble. You know that the black wires are in trouble. Come on, dad joke time. You know the black wires are in trouble because they're grounded. They're all grounded. They're gonna put me in the movie. They're gonna put me in the movie. This is not the right thing. I need a different thing. Well, there you go. There we go. It's like, this is going to suck if I don't have enough of these terminal ends, because that will, well, that'll end it, wouldn't it? Terminally ended. Don't have enough terminal ends, so it's terminally ended. Where's the thingy? Gonna put it in a boot. One more. Here we go. Oh, crimp it good. You can crimp it. Oh yeah, there we go. So that one's on. We're gonna, well, we don't want to put it on there yet. We want to just test it first. You never want to just assume. You know what happens when you make an assumption? You and umption. Alright, that out of the way. Alright. They gonna put me in the movies. Just when I thought I was like, all the tools are in with the wires, and the first time I go to check, just because that's where I assume it is, that's where it's not. I'm like, dang it! Just went through this. Here we go. Clippity clippity, snippity snippity. We're going to slide that in there. We're going to ground that little button. And that button's going to be like, what up, guys? Slide in there. There we go. Now, one more. Uno mas. Por favors. Party favors. Uno One more game of Uno party favor. I think that's what they're saying. Alright, we're going to use the orange wire because, well, I haven't used orange today. And as soon as I wire this up, as soon as I get that orange wire on, and it's connected, I'm going to put the TV back in here, or monitor, sorry, it's not a TV, it's a monitor. And we're going to see if the buttons work in conjunction with the program. Also, it'll help me to see what does this look like streaming, because I don't have a cord to just take the video off. But these are awesome. I love the Zen pinball machines. I love that there's so many different ones. Some of them are pretty basic. Doesn't matter. There's so many. We got like 100 games, and some of them are actually emulators of real machines. You can tell they function a lot differently than the other ones. I actually like their tables better than the virtual tables of the real machines. But you do get a chance to play some of the machines that we don't have virtually, like Theater of Magic and Getaway and Fishtails and all that kind of stuff. So it's cool to be able to play them, even though it's flat out just not like the real thing. But none of the games so far that are on here are machines that we have in real life. So one benefit is you can't tell the difference. You would not be able to know, because you can't compare them to a real one. All right, orange. I hear that orange is the new black, but the orange here is just going to be connected to the black. Make sure, again, we're going underneath all of these subwoofer wires. Sub your woofer, sub your woofer, sub your woofer, woofer, woofer. Oh man! All right, they are a lot longer than they should be, but that's, that means I don't have to worry about zip tying them and getting them out of the way. More is better. Less is more. Now, I need just one more end. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's not screw this up. One more end. That's all I need. And I think that's literally all I need for buttons. We only have 2 more spaces to add 2 more buttons anyway. But hopefully that's all I need for navigation on this machine. And the other ones that are free can go to the coin door. I don't think that was enough. I'm going to tighten that a little bit more. I don't want to pull it out because I don't want to screw it up. There we go. Did I get it? Ah! We made the things. We did the things. Crimp that down a little bit. Crimp it down. Crimp it down. Alright, and when I turn this on, just know that nothing is finalized yet. There's all sorts of things I'm going to do to it. Come on, I can't see. It's the best thing when you're doing some sort of repairs with electrical stuff, is that you should not be able to see. You should just do it blind and hope for the best. There we go. Alright, last one to test. We're not zip tying anything in until we're sure. Alright, orange and black. Orange and black. Ready? We did it! So mechanically, we're connected. So now, let's see if we can get it visually connected. Which means I'm going to have to move this guy out the way. Oh, yeah, look at the wonderful text messages now. Scan this back just a little bit, and then you can see me struggle to put that monitor in. Da-da-da. What's your brand recommendation for a good TV? Right now I have a Sony. Any features I should look out for? Oh, well that I'm going to have to... yeah. Well, I can't answer that question right away. I've got all sorts of stuff to answer that question. All right. So now, monitor slides in over here. I already have these on here. Just make sure do not pinch any wires. And do not drop the very expensive 4K monitor. And it is an actual monitor. It's not a TV. It has a capability of... Wait, make sure it's there. Are we there? Oh, I think we're there. There we go. You can change the refresh rate and stuff on it, just like a regular monitor. Because I was trying to get the latency down, because the latency, if you don't know what latency is, that's the time between when you push the button and what happens on screen. And it was way, way off. But I've gotten it as close as I think I can with this as it is. All right, let me see here. If there's anything I can do to make this visually more appealing. You can turn off that big ass light above it. Oh, did I freeze it up again? I did freeze it up again. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to unfreeze it. And then I'll turn off that big ass light. Since I heard your comment. Oh yeah, it's a great shot of fluorescent lights. Boy, that sure looks good. Properties. USB. USB. Yep. And we're back. Yay, we're back. Alright. It's lovely when all this is so freaking touchy. Alright, I'm going to turn off some of these fluorescent lights since you all complained about it. That one. And that one. That's good enough to turn off. Excuse me a second. Alright, and I'll get back to that. Alright, so the way it's set up right now is that as soon as I plug it in, it's going to turn on. I don't have to push the power switch or anything. Oh, we'll see what we do. We'll see what happens. And then it's going to automatically go into the front end, which, again, we may or may not be using. Here we go. Yeah, I need to turn that on and off with the switch. That was a big pop. Alright, so here we go, here we go, here we go. And you'll see that things start to power up. And then I need my mouse and my keyboard, which are wireless, obviously. Turn that one on. Oh, updates? What? It's as if it's a Windows computer. I could have sworn when I turned it off that it was already updated. I don't know. Here we are. It's gonna come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Watch it not start up, and then we have all sorts of new problems. Oh my god, really? Let's finish setting up your computer. What the crap? Alright, hold on. Remind me in 3 days. Yeah, that works. Ooh, Pinball Alley. Look at that. Backgrounds of fun. Okay. It should kick on here in a second, and we're going to have to turn it off. Because, again, it's on automatic. It's got a Wi-Fi dongle in the back that just hangs there. There we go. So we're going to turn this off. That's the front end. System exit. Alright, so this way, because I need to go in and check to make sure the buttons are where they are, and then we'll try to assign the buttons. So I need to go to here. Virtua Pin controller. Alright, so you see that graphic there. Now we're going to be pushing buttons under here. There's that, number 13, 12, wait, 15, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's all 4 over there. And then this one over here is 5. Looked like it was stuck for a second. Plunger's working. Alright, so now we know that the computer can register it and it sees it. So the thing now is to assign what they are in the 360 one. And then we'll turn on Zen Pinball to see what happens here. So I got to turn this off or close it. So used to a Mac. And then go here. And now this will make a sound. Maybe. Yeah. That makes that we are connected sound. Alright, so now what I want is the D-pad. D-pad up. Here we go. That should be record. D-pad up should be this one. Button 12. There we go. And then this one is D-pad left should be that one. Super easy right now. D-pad right, that one. And then D-pad down, that one. There we go. Recorded that. Now what did I want for this other button? I wanted it to be the escape, but I think I want it to be button B, right? No? D-pad left, all that's that. Right. Yeah. One of these, okay, so I'm not going to assign this other button under here because again, that might be in the other one set up. But so for now, we at least have the directional buttons are set up. So let's see if I can start FX3 and, oh, do you want to save? Yes, I do. So we're going to start FX3. And if you're wondering, if ever you need to, your pants can make a good mouse pad. Just so you know, in the future, if you're ever wondering about that. If you need a mouse pad, your pants work just fine. Where is it at? Such a big monitor, it's hard to remember where everything is. I think I need that one. There we go, FX3. Ooh, rated E for everyone. So in the other front end that I have to do everything, which is it does the back glass, all the back glass images. I don't have them in this. So it says press button A to continue, which is this top one. Now, here's the thing. I should be able to use my directional stuff to go up and down if I've done this right. There's up. So we go single player. So there's all of our list of games. Up, left, right, up, down. Look, all those buttons are working. Let me get one that's not copyrighted, and then, or at least not copyrighted with sound, and I'll turn it on. So I need to go up to the Zen ones. Way up here. Whoops. Alright, so these ones should be okay. What's my favorite one? My favorite one of Zen is... Wait, where's it at? Sorcerer's Lair. There it is.
Sorcerer's Lair.
So, single player and hot seat. I think that's right. Classic single player. Hot seat means multiplayer, like player 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, classic single player, so I push A. So they're still like, you know, setting up. I'm not even seeing me. Hi, I'm over here. I'm way over here. So, there's a lot of setting up to do, obviously. Like I said, the back glass images are in the other system. They're not in this. But let me just see if we can zoom out. Maybe we can play a little bit here. That's as far as it zooms. So we push start.
Welcome to the Sorcerer's Lair.
Oh, that's not the right button. One of these is zoom out. There we go. I want to zoom. There, the view. There we go. So this is the way the table's supposed to look. And when you pull back on the plunger, I don't know if you can see it, you get different lengths to go. So I've gotten...
Don't be afraid.
Alright, really?
Take my hand.
Oh, 2 ball saves, so that's nice. I think I've gotten as close as possible to the latency going. So when I hit the button, it actually pops when it's supposed to. It's as close as it's going to get. A real pinball machine is just as fast as the speed of light. It's electricity, it just goes. But this, you have to go through, you've pushed the button, and it's got to go and tell the computer that you pushed the button. And then the computer's got to wonder what that button is, what it does, and blah, 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 goes through. So there's always a lag. But I think I've gotten it so it doesn't feel too laggy.
The Whisper isn't here yet.
And I gotta tell you though, that the monitor, if you're gonna make one of these things, do not skimp on the monitor. Because
Hey, Whisper.
the image is freaking beautiful for 4K. I have no idea what's going on right now. Oh, I missed that. I had to shoot again. Now, when you're talking about 4K, remember that the TV industry started lying to us, or they've always been lying to us. When we started buying high-definition TVs, everything was told to us that 720p or 720i or 1080p, 1080i. A regular standard definition TV, like an old CRT, is like 480. 480i or 480p or whatever. I think it's 480i. So what that tells you is how many lines there are from the top to the bottom of pixels. 480 going down or 1080 going down. When they got to a 4K, you would just assume that, oh, well, that means there's 4,000 lines going down because 4K, we were just talking about 1080, 4K doesn't mean 4,000 lines. It means it's 4 times the image of a 1080. So it's actually, the lines are 2160 going down. So it should be a 2160K or 2160p. But they just changed all the terms, which is stupid. But visually, at least on like the stream, on the Twitch stream, from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look too bad. You know, we're just streaming via cameras and not a thing. You know what I need? I need the lock bar on this thing. This is digging into my hands. So there's a bunch of Marvel tables, a bunch of other video game tables. There's a setting on here that I can turn off the copyrighted music so I can stream it, of which I haven't done yet, so that's why I'm just going to play a Zen table. Plus, I like this table.
There you are, Whisper.
I think that closed that.
I don't see Whisper anywhere.
You were just talking about Whisper. What do you mean you don't see Whisper? Oh, upper flipper. Where's that? Another really good thing here is, let's see if I can nudge the machine. See, I gotta get the sensitivity up on that. So you're supposed to be able to nudge it like a real machine and the ball hop. But it's all about the sensitivity, of which I don't have. But you really don't need to know. These games are not as grainy as real life games.
Whisper is here.
Hi, Whisper. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened. The sound is pretty good. Again, I'm just using computer speakers. I'm not using anything else.
Please stop me.
Is it done? Oh, we're still going. Dang it. I was trying to go get my lock bar.
Magnificent.
Is it drained?
Leaving so soon.
Leaving so soon. There we go. Hold on. I need to put the lock bar on here. It's digging into my hands not having a lock bar on it. All this cabinet built from scratch. I made it. Yeah, it was a kit, but still I built it. Where's the DMD? Looks like a DMD, even though it's just a monitor. So when we play this for real, we should probably angle the camera so it's not so tilty. But the quality, I'm looking at the screen, quality looks pretty good. Feels better with lock bar on it. And an instant drain. So. Who says it's not like real pinball? It's an instant. Oh my god.
Leaving so soon.
Alright, now let me see my navigation buttons.
Splendid.
Alright, so. Now I should be able to exit out. And then navigation. Go back. There, we have those. Earth Defense, Paranormal. I like Paranormal too. Mars. Mars does the thing with the physics that's all weird and different. We'll play one more time and then I think, at least classic single player. I think I've proven that I've gotten what I need to get done. This one does a lot of the flying through space, not real physics kind of deal. Yeah, you got these things that come out onto the plate.
Nice shot. All saved.
That was done. Well, the quality, the video quality looks just like a Las Vegas slot machine, it's super clear, super detailed. You can even see reflections in the ball. I don't know what I just activated, but I activated something. Where's the ball at? There it is. Awesome. Oh. Whoa. Colors are amazing. They're so, yeah. I so don't care that it's a video game. It's freaking fun. I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what mode's happening. Do I have to hit that guy? Where's that going? I don't know what I gotta do. I don't... Wrong coordinates. Oh, do I have to follow something?
Amazing.
Oh, okay, there's dots on the playfield. It's like a path to follow on the playfield. I like that ramp. That loop, that's cool. I see that. All right. I can't. You're a kickback that's activated. Come on. I know it wants me to go down that path, but I just can't do it. Oh. All right. I'm just going to drain.
Houston, we lost you. Houston.
That's the thing of you know, I've had virtual pinball stuff on my phone. I've had it on my iPad. I can play it on my computer. I can play it on the Xbox or whatever. I am virtual, but none of it ever feels right until now. Until actually being able to flip it for real. Being in a real pinball cabinet makes all the difference with this stuff.
Satellite reached checkpoint C. Setting up orbiting data.
I don't know what that means. But it's fun. And I really want this to be able to work for people in the arcade. But if not, I just have it for myself. I don't care. I don't need people to play it. I'd like people to play it though.
Satellite is ready for scanning.
Nice shot.
I don't know what we're doing. Satellite's ready for scanning. Zoom it up. I guess that was it. Like, you can't have in a real pinball machine the back of it moving like that. The apron looking all freaking cool.
Fantastic.
Changing all the time. Ah. Turn the nose off. Oh, almost lost that one. All right, so this is this whole scanning thing again. The only way to get to stop is to go down the path the right way, but I am not good at making shots. I understand what you want me to do. I just can't do it.
Houston, we lost you. Houston.
We lost you. All right, where are we at? Oh, that's a good time. That's it. All right, now exit out. I don't know if I can do that. Maybe that's the button I need, the one that exits out, so we can get out of the game. We're just gonna let it drain. Okay, well, I accomplished something, and I spent a lot more time on here than normal. So, is that it? Go in here. Let's see. Look, you can turn it down. Huh, volume control. Awesome. So that's a virtual pinball, and we're gonna work on it some more. I think people would like to play this in the arcade, and I would like for people to be able to play it. So that's the button I need. I think I need it there. It's the escape button or the exit button. That's what I think I need. Exit single player. B is back. All right. Cool. Awesome. Well, that's it. I accomplished something. I did things. Some of you watched. Some of you enjoyed. Hey, finally a comment. Hey, how you doing? What's your favorite table? Hi. Favorite table from what? From this or just real pinball? Because in here, I really like the Sorcerer's Lair, but I like the where's it at? Oh, I can't remember where it is. Got Marvel. I like the Archer table. Oh, and Star Wars Rebels. FX3. Okay, yeah. I like Rebels. I like Archer. I like Sorcerer's Lair. I like them. There's still some that I haven't. There's like I think I've touched base on all of them, but I don't think I've actually like played them. Turn that light back on. We can turn that light back on. But yeah, it's getting there. You know, we're getting there. Where's my make for other camera angles thing? Let's go back to that guy. There we are. So yeah, we are good. I'll go over here. We'll finish it up with just looking at the side of this cabinet. Because I spent a lot of time with the graphics. Special little graphics. Alright, so that's what we did. We wired in the directional buttons now. So we have our directional buttons. I got to wire in the coin door and see if I can do it to activate stuff. I don't know. I really want people to have to pay. Looks amazing. Thank you so much. Theoville, thank you for commenting. But we also need to get bezel. We need to make a bezel for this. We need to make a bezel for the back glass. Bezel for up here. But everything else I think is good. We got the glass. All of this stuff is brand new. Wide body, is it? Yes, it is a wide body. I wanted the wide body so I can fit the big giant monitor in it. And yeah, I think I've accomplished a lot. My big old bucket of wires did me a lot of good today. Do not throw away all your excess wires, people. One day you'll need all this. It's a good thing to have. It's a great thing to have, you know, real pinball machines, virtual pinball machines, electromechanical machines, you know, it's nice to have it. It's nice to have a whole selection of different eras so that everybody can experience what the gaming industry has been like for the last, you know, almost 80 years or so. But I think it's awesome. Yes, it's a video game. But now I got to figure out how to turn it off. I turn it off with the front end, but I can't do it this way. There we go. That's what I need. I need an escape button. That's what the button is. It needs to be an escape button. Exit game. Yes. There we go. I did it. I got it. I got it to turn off. Now I got to shut down the computer. But it's good. I accomplished things. I made a goal happen today. I'm doing this with my pant leg. Shut down. Shut down. Now it is designed that I should be able to not have to do it. Just unplug it. Aren't you using a launcher? Launchers have exit buttons. I am using a launcher. I do have a front end, but I was trying to just use FX3 right now. I wanted to see if my navigation buttons that I put on there. But I do have a front end. I just turned it off to do that test. That's why I did that. And I'm still going back and forth because I want it to be able to take quarters. And I think there's a way to do it to take quarters, but I need to be able... My biggest problem was if we're having it in the arcade, I can have the quarters start the game. Hi, thank you. Thank you for following. If we're putting it in the arcade, I can have the quarters start the game, but I need it to come back out on its own. And I don't think it does that. I think it wants to stay in there and say you want to play again. It's just one of those, I might have to do this on the honor system if people are going to play it in the arcade. So, yeah. But we're accomplished a lot. We did so much work today. I'd like to thank everybody for watching as I took apart this machine. And I swear we'll get back to high speed. Once the playfield comes in, it's going to be one of those things, man. I gotta actually put a playfield in. It's going to be crazy. And then Superman's getting worked on. After those, I don't even want to think about that. We got Stargate to do. Oh my gosh, I got Stargate to do. That's hard work. It is hard work. It is all hard work. Why does the computer over here not give me the comments? This is why I have an auxiliary computer. I've never done a playfield swap. I've got 2 to do. So, yeah. Why is this not showing up? I don't know what's going on here. Weekly top, I don't know what's going on. The stream chat is not working right. Whatever, I gotta figure out the chat on there. But I think that's all the time I have right now. Yeah, so that's 2 hours. Hey, that's exactly 2 hours. I'll try to come back at this, and you know, we got plenty of repair to do, plenty of deciding what to make and build. I tried once, never again. You tried? You never finished? Oh gosh, that's not encouraging. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do this. The playfield swap is going to happen, and it's going to be glorious. Yeah. I'm not intimidated at all. I can do it. Okay. But I have to. The playfield looks, new playfields look so freaking good. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta wait for more trucks and stuff. But thank you guys for chiming in. Finally, kind of here at the end. Where were you all earlier? Anyway, I'll see you all later. Peace out. Have a good day. Enjoy other streams on Twitch. Have fun. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for watching. I will be back with more repair stuff on another day. Thank you guys. Peace out. Bye.